continuing the Tarot 101 series. I did take a couple of weeks off because of the holidays, but we are starting fresh. Happy New Year. We are starting at the beginning. We are starting with the Fool. This is the first of the major arcana, and you'll notice he doesn't start with a 1. He is 0. That's the title of this video. He is the new start. He is the clean slate. He is the eternal optimist, and I actually have several here to show you. He is, we'll start with the Rider-Waite. Unburdened, I guess is the word I would use for him. He usually has a companion. I've got a couple of different options here. He is, it is masculine energy. It's usually Aries energy. Not necessarily about a man, but it is optimistic, almost childlike energy. So maybe you could even view it as ungendered. So we have, how many do we have here? 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versions. These are all based off of this. You guys have seen this before, the traditional Rider-Waite. That is the Mucha Tarot. That's a beautiful one. Usually it's a dog, although I do have some other companions. We have a cat, and in this case, a puppet, although I do have a version where he has no companion at all. However, a friend pointed out to me that he is accompanied by the entire zodiac, so he has the entire universe as his companion. Usually depicted walking, usually balancing on one foot. And I actually have a couple of the opposite of the Fool here, the World. I'll show you these as well. Also depicted on one foot, so indicating complete balance. She's often depicted, this is the opposite energy, so often depicted as a female. So more feminine energy, a closure, whereas the Fool is the masculine energy, the opening. What they have in common: balance. They bookend the major arcana. But they do indicate a sense of not necessarily carefreeness, just that one actually has a cat, and you can only see his one foot. He indicates he is, in a lot of cases, joyously dancing right up to that very, very edge. He represents the leap of faith. And sometimes you just have to jump right on in. I was doing some research for this series, and I came across a book. Actually, it's the companion to the Ciro Marchetti book, to the Ciro Marchetti deck. And this is a wonderful book if you've ever picked this up. It's Easy Tarot by Josephine Ellershaw. You'll notice it's very well taped. She describes this as the entire tarot as the Fool's journey. And it can be kind of seen that way, but it's everybody's journey. Everybody has heartaches and relationships and dreams and aspirations. And the Fool is that blank canvas. He is, the canvas is, the way to think of him, I like to think of him as the canvas is not empty. It is full of potential. So he does not know what he does not know. He doesn't, it's not that he doesn't care. He just has faith in the universe. He only has what he absolutely needs. So a bit of that Six of Swords energy. He's scaled back. He is the ultimate minimalist, and arguably the very first minimalist. That is everything he possesses. What fits in that bag, this little dog, and the clothes on his back. Generally viewed in sunlight. He has the sun to his back, the wind at his back. the very beginning of the journey, this little dog, or in some cases, we have a puppet over here to keep him company. We have, I think this one's on a cat. And various other little things. He actually has those birds of freedom. This is a good version. He actually has that, those blue birds of happiness, usually with flowers indicating innocence and springtime, so the beginning of the year, new potential for the year. Whenever I see the Fool, it's kind of the ace of the aces. He is always indicating fresh starts. He can indicate springtime. He can indicate childhood, innocence. The downside is he does not have a ton of wisdom, which is generally why he has a companion. In most cases, it's a little white dog. It's a little dog. Just as a guide, telling him, you're really, really close to that edge. You might want to pull back a little bit, because he, or in this case she, this is the Muka Tarot, just kind of, not that they don't pay attention, the Fools, they may not be aware of the repercussions of their choices. Also, it is kind of a double-edged sword. As we go through and will indicate there's an up and a downside to every card, and a lot of people will read them in reverse for that reason. I choose not to. You, as a reader, certainly can, or if you're just kind of learning about them, they can be read in reverse. So the opposite of the Fool in reverse would be an ending, which that is what we have the World for, the opposites. They do start and end the major arcana, and therefore the tarot in general. But the Fool, as the beginning of the journey, he has not been all the way around the world yet. So he has not encountered anything at all. It's a fresh, clean slate, clean canvas. Perhaps a bit naive. Generally a bit naive, can represent childhood, can represent younger energy, newness, beginning. You haven't experienced the ups and the downs yet. But the upside is he doesn't know what he doesn't know. He is eternally the optimist. He does not know that he's about to fall off this cliff. He does not know what is out beyond this mountain range. He knows the sun is shining. He knows it's a beautiful day out. He knows he feels very good. He just picked this wonderful little flower. He's having a good day. He's out for a hike. He's exploring the world. He doesn't know what's out there. He doesn't know that this mountain is difficult to climb and it's going to be cold at the top. He doesn't know that yet. So it is a refreshing card to see. It is a beautiful energy, simply from the fact that it's innocent. Again, he doesn't know what he does not know. He is, again, balanced. He isn't burdened with knowledge or cynicism. He isn't bothered by that. He doesn't have a ton of baggage. He, again, only has what's in this little bag here. He doesn't have expectations. He doesn't have really a plan. He's kind of a, well, why not? Jump right on in energy. And thus, he's always depicted by balancing on that cliff. And most of the time, like his counterpart, is standing on one foot. This is the Tarot of St. Petersburg. He's a really colorful card. He's beautiful. If you want to, my camera will focus. Doesn't have a lot. Doesn't have he's got tons of energy, but not a lot of material wealth. This is not the guy that is going to be the CEO of a Fortune 500 club or company, I should say. He is the intern. He is the new student. He's the freshman. That's a good way to think of him. He's a freshman. He is joyous. That's the best way I can explain him. He is full of joy. Doesn't really know who he is, however. You can see from his clothing that may not have a ton of options. That is what he is. This is not the finery of the emperor. This is not the finery of the kings. These are peasant's energy. He is beginning his journey. He is beginning his pilgrimage. So I will leave it there, my friends. I will see you next time. The next one will be next week, and we will be discussing the magician, the architect. I will talk with you next time. Please, if this is a series that you like, please comment and like and share and subscribe. If this is a channel that you would like to support, I appreciate every like and subscription and new member. We're kind of growing with leaps and bounds. And if this is your first time here at Secret Garden Tarot, welcome. Everybody is always welcome. If this is not your first time here, please let me say a very heartfelt thank you. And I'll see you next time, family. Bye.